This is practice test 3, problem number 3, and in this problem we're asked to make a decision tree which represents a survey and to show the probabilities at the end of each branch of this decision tree. So what I'm going to do is show you here how to set up the tree, and then I'm going to answer letter B in the problem. So the survey, the first statement tells us that a recent survey found that 60% of all shoppers on Cyber Monday did their shopping online. The rest of all shoppers on that day were in-store shoppers. So that is telling us 60% of all shoppers were online and the rest, meaning 40%, were in-store. So we start at this node here on the left, and this represents all of our shoppers. 60% of them are online, so that's represented by this branch of the tree, and we put the 60% as a decimal number 0.60. 40% were in the store shoppers, so we represent that by this branch here, and as a decimal number it's 0.40. The second statement above tells us of the online shoppers, so we're only looking at this branch, the online shoppers, 55% made purchases. So that 55% is represented by this branch here as a decimal number 0.55. These shoppers made purchases. 55% made purchases, that means 45% of them, of the online shoppers, made no purchase, and that 45% is represented by this branch right here, 0.45, made no purchase. Then it tells us the second part of the statement, while 75% of the in-store shoppers made purchases. So now we're talking about the in-store shoppers, and we're told 75% of them made a purchase. That's represented by this branch, 0.75 made a purchase, and that means that 25% of the in-store shoppers made no purchase. That's represented by this branch right here, 0.25 made no purchase. Now, to get the percentages at the end of each of these branches, we take all the branches leading up to it and we multiply them. So we're going to take 0.60, we're going to multiply it by 0.55, and that gives us the percentage of shoppers at the end of this branch here, which is 0.33. And that tells us that 33%, or 0.33, of the shoppers were online and they made a purchase. And then we do the same for each following branch. We take 0.60, and we're going to multiply that times the 0.45. That's going to give us 0.27, and that tells us that 27% of shoppers were online and made no purchase. And then we do the same down here, down on the bottom branches. We're going to take 0.40, multiply it by 0.75. That's going to give me 0.3 here, and that node at the end here, 30% of the shoppers were in-store shoppers and they made a purchase. And then at the bottom of the tree we have 0.40 times 0.25. That gives me 0.1. 10% of the shoppers were in-store shoppers and made no purchase. So we are ready to answer letter B, which asks the question. Based on the decision tree, answer the following questions. Letter B, what is the probability a shopper will enter a store and make a purchase? So the shopper enters a store and makes a purchase, and that's represented by this node at the end, which is 30%, or 0.3.